Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for this session of JustGrants Grant Award Acceptance. We will be focusing today on information that you're going to need to accept your award in JustGrants. My name is Erica, and I, along with my partner Jeff, will be walking you through the steps you'll need to accept your award from start to finish, along with some key tips we're sure you'll find useful as you go through the process. Now, at the end of the session today, you should be able to identify when an award is ready to be accepted, discuss which JustGrants user roles are important in the process, explain the process of accepting or declining an award, and then be able to identify where you can find resources to guide you through this process. Now, during this training, we will discuss the award acceptance process and the process for accepting or declining supplemental awards. We will touch on some details of the automated standard application for payments, also known as ASAP. Then, for those new to JustGrants, we'll review how to create a user profile as well as some basics of navigating JustGrants. We'll also walk through the steps to reset your password and/or unlock your account. And finally, we'll review the JustGrants resources available to you. So, congratulations on your award. Your entity will now need to formally accept or decline the award in JustGrants. Let's take a look at the quick overview of the process now. Alrighty, so when DOJ makes a new or supplemental award, the authorized representative, entity administrator, and the application submitter will receive an email that an award has been made. In addition to receiving the notification email, the entity administrator will also be the first entity user to see the award in the My Work list so they can take action. And they'll need to verify that the correct authorized representative is assigned to the award so they can accept or decline it. Now, there are two roles involved in award acceptance. Prior to the authorized representative being able to accept an award, the entity administrator must assign or confirm critical users, which would be the authorized representative, financial manager, grant award administrator, and that's for every award. Then an authorized representative accepts or declines an award. The person assigned as the authorized representative must have the authority to accept awards on behalf of its entity. This includes binding the organization to the terms and conditions of the award. Now, COPS grantees will have two authorized representatives assigned to each award, and both are required to accept the award. All right, so now we're going to look at that award acceptance process again, just to make sure we got it all going correctly. First up here is the notifications. Now, your notifications are sent to the users assigned to the submitted application, the entity administrator, application submitter, and the authorized representative. And those are the three users notified by email of the award decisions. DOJ also publishes award information each year on their websites, which we'll touch on a little later. Next up is the assignment of critical roles. Now, your entity administrator must assign three critical users to an award. That's your authorized representative, your grant award administrator, and your financial manager. And the award cannot be accepted until the entity administrator has confirmed these assignments. And the last in the process for accepting or declining the award is to actually accept or decline. So, your authorized representative will then review the award document, including all award conditions, and accept or decline the award on behalf of your entity. Let's now take a look at the award acceptance process. And first, we'll look at the new awards, and then we'll look at supplemental awards. First, your entity administrator must complete the Confirm Assigned Participants action to ensure required award assignments are in place for the new award. You're going to log into JustGrants, view assignments on the My Work list, and select the case ID for an item with a pending award external assignee case status. You'll navigate to the Funded Awards Confirm Assigned Participants section and review pre-assigned users. These users have previously been given these roles and logged into JustGrants. This section auto-populates if a role has been assigned, and the fields remain empty when a role has not been assigned. You will use the drop-down menus to assign a different user. And again, keep in mind that the individuals assigned to the authorized representative role must have the legal authority to enter into contracts, grants, and cooperative agreements with the federal government on behalf of your entity. The drop-down menu allows you to confirm a certain participant is engaged, or should I say assigned to a role, or to assign a different participant to the role. The alternate grant award administrator role is the only optional role on a funded award, and only the alternate grant award administrator can be deleted. This is done by selecting the trash can icon. All other roles must be reassigned rather than deleted. If an alternate GAA role has not been assigned, a button will appear providing you the option to add this role. This button will also display if the entity administrator deletes the participant holding the alternate GAA role. Now, if you wish to add the role, select Add Alternate Grant Award Administrator button and select the participant. Using the drop-down menus, confirm a participant is assigned to a role or assign a different participant to a role. Select Save to save the current participants and continue working on the page, or you can select the Submit to finalize the assignment process once all required participants have been added to the award. Now, the Office of Justice Programs and the Office of Violence Against Women have only one authorized representative assigned to each award. When the EA assigns a different participant to the authorized representative role, then they'll complete assignments for this role and a confirmation box will appear. Unlike OJP and OVW, the Office of Community Oriented Policing Services, or COPS, they have two authorized representatives. So for COPS awards, if the entity administrator assigns a different participant to either of the two AR roles, a confirmation page will appear. Now, once your entity administrator completes this action, the award status changes from pending external assignee to pending award acceptance. The authorized representative will then proceed to the next step, which is to accept or decline. Now, supplemental awards need to be accepted or declined as well. And like new awards, this will require the entity administrator to ensure required award assignments are in place for the supplemental award. You'll log into JustGrants and view the assignments on my work list and select the supplemental award case ID. You'll select No if the new authorized representative is not being reassigned, and then select Submit. After the entity administrator submits a no response, the following message displays to the entity administrator. It'll say, "Thank you. The next step in this case has been routed appropriately." The supplemental award status then changes to pending award acceptance. Now, select Yes if reassigning the supplemental award to a new authorized representative, and select a new authorized representative from the Choose User drop-down menu. Review the assigned to authorized representative information, and then select Submit. After the entity administrator submits a yes response, the following message displays to the entity administrator. It will say, "Thank you. The next step in this case has been routed appropriately." The supplemental award status changes from pending, or should I say changes to pending award acceptance. Now, the authorized representative is assigned to an award by the entity administrator. The authorized representative is assigned to the award by the entity administrator, and you can see the name of the entity administrator by looking in the upper right corner of the screen. The authorized representative will then select a case ID to open the award package. Do note, if you received a COPS award, your first authorized representative will need to complete this task, and then your second authorized rep will need to do the same. Now, once the award package opens, the authorized representative will need to review each section of the package and agree to each section separately. Starting with the award letter, let's walk through each of these sections and show how authorized representatives certify that they've reviewed and agreed to the contents of each section. Do note that if there are any issues with the contents of the award package, you need to contact your DOJ grant manager, who is listed on the right side of the screen. You're going to expand the award letter, caret, that you see there, and that will display your award letter. You'll expand the award information caret to display the award information. And then you'll expand and review the project information caret to display the project information. You'll select the caret checkbox to confirm the information has been read and understood. You'll expand and review the financial information section, and you'll select the certification checkbox to confirm that the information, again, has been read and understood. You'll then expand and review the other award documents section, and documents included when the application was submitted or added during the application review processes. These are going to be listed here as links. Now you expand the award condition caret to open and review all of the award conditions. You need to make sure you're reviewing each and every one of them. You'll then select the certification checkbox to confirm that all award conditions presented in this section have been read and understood. You'll then select the declaration and certification box after selecting all award acceptance boxes. After selecting the declaration and certification checkbox, the authorized representative's name, title, date, and time are automatically populated. Now, if your authorized representative's title is missing from their JustGrants user profile, the user will be prompted to update their user profile information before continuing with acceptance. Now you can choose to select decline or accept. Now, the accept button will not function until all award conditions and the declaration and certification checkboxes are selected and the AR's title is saved in their JustGrants user profile. You can select decline if you wish to decline the award, and then a pop-up window will appear asking you to enter a reason. Now, if you choose to accept the award, you'll select accept. Now, for COPS Office Awards, the second authorized representative will be expected to open the award package and accept all of the sections that we just went through. They'll have to do that as well. For your OJP and OVW users, accepting the award will change the status from pending active, or should I say, will change it to pending active, and then you'll be able to begin managing your award. Now, if an entity accepts the award, a confirmation page will appear. You'll simply select confirm to confirm that the award is being accepted. After confirming the award acceptance, a message displays reading, "Thank you. The next step in this case has been routed appropriately." You'll select close from the actions drop-down menu and close the award and return to my work list. Now, if the entity declines the award, a justification page will appear. You'll enter a justification for declining the funded award in the justification text box. You'll upload documents that support the entity's decision to decline by choosing Select Files or by dragging and dropping the files into the drag and drop box. You'll then select Submit. Now, we've just demonstrated how an award is accepted or declined in JustGrants, and we noted that the award status changes as it progresses through the acceptance process. Let's take a look at these different statuses. First, an award is in pending award external assignee, and this indicates that the entity administrator needs to confirm or assign the financial manager, grant award administrator, and the authorized representative. Next, an award is in pending award acceptance, and this status indicates that the entity administrator made all needed assignments and the funded award is now routed to the assigned authorized representative to accept the award. Now, the next two award statuses involve action taken in another system, which is going to be your ASAP system. And many federal government agencies use ASAP, which is managed by the Treasury Department, and they use it to facilitate the drawdown of grant funds, okay? So pending ASAP enrollment indicates that your entity is a new user with ASAP as a recipient of DOJ funds, and your entity must enroll in ASAP. Now, pending account creation, this status indicates that the authorized representative accepted the award, and this triggers a notice to ASAP for the award account creation where grant funds are deposited so grantees can make payment requests. And finally, there is pending active, and this status indicates all technical aspects of award acceptance are completed. Also, you should review all award conditions to see if there are any items that need action by the recipient. Please note that this does not mean that you can begin activities. You need to contact your DOJ grant manager before obligating, expending, or drawing down any funds or starting any activities. Please remember that accepting or declining award can only be done through JustGrants. Let's now quickly review where you can find additional resources for ASAP. Now, if your entity has not used ASAP before or have questions about how to use the system, check out these resources on the JustGrants website. Once you're squared away in ASAP, the award status will change to pending active, which means that the technical aspects of setting the award have been completed. Okay. Now, for users new to JustGrants or those just looking for a refresh, let's wrap things up by reviewing some key user tasks, including how to access and navigate JustGrants and how to reset your password or handle any JustGrants lockouts. Here are a number of important notes for you to keep in mind as you begin to work in JustGrants. First, your entity administrator is the only person who can add and update users, roles, and assignments. Second, once a new user is added by the entity administrator, they must log into JustGrants to become active before they can be assigned to an award. Third, your entity administrator will be listed in the entity user section of your entity profile. And finally, details about updating your entity admin are available in the entity management resources located on the JustGrants training webpage. Now, a newly invited JustGrants user will receive an email with instructions to create a user profile and activate their JustGrants account. Let's take a look at that process in JustGrants now. Now, keep in mind the sequence of events that occurs prior to you receiving this notice. First, your entity administrator is going to need to add you and your associated roles in Diamond. This invitation email will then be sent from diamond-no-reply@usdoj.gov. Now, if you do not take the outlined steps within 72 hours, the links in this email will expire and the entity administrator will have to re-invite you in Diamond. After you log into JustGrants successfully for your first time, the entity administrator will be able to assign you to specific awards based upon your assigned roles. So to begin, select the Set Your Password link in the invitation. Now, everyone must have their own password. There's no sharing passwords or creating an office password. Selecting the Set Your Password link from the email will open the web browser in Diamond. You'll select the Enter New Password text box and enter a password following the password requirements below that text box. You'll then enter the password again in the Repeat New Password text box. Next, you'll choose a security question from the Choose Forgot Password Question drop-down menu and enter the answer to the question in the Answer text box, and then select Add Phone Number. The Forgot Password text message dialog box will open. You'll enter your phone number in the phone number text box and then select Send Code. Now, once you've received the text message on your phone, you'll enter the SMS code it contains in the Enter Code text box. Then select the Verify button. A message indicating successful verification of phone message will display. Then you just need to select the Done button. Now, a message will display indicating that your number successful verified on that main setup screen. Now you can click the Create My Account button to complete this process. Now, do note, passwords expire every 365 days after they were last changed, and at that time, you will be prompted to change your password. Now, when a user logs in for the first time, the user details screen is what's going to pop up for you. The new user should verify all of the information that's here and complete any missing profile details. The profile section will pop up every time that a user logs into JustGrants until all of the details have been entered and the user has selected the Submit button in the bottom right corner of the window. Please note that all users should make sure to fill out the title field in their user profile. Now, forgotten your password or gotten locked out after too many incorrect password entries? Happens to the best of us. Don't worry about it. The JustGrants process to reset is fairly simple. Users are going to log into JustGrants through the Diamond system. Now, the Department of Justice Secure User, that's the Department of Justice Secure User Management System. Now, the steps on the following slides are going to guide you through if you forgot your Diamond password and have lost access to your account. So do keep in mind that if your email changed since setting up your Diamond login, you're going to need to create an entirely new user profile. Your user credentials are linked to your email address. For that, or if you need further technical assistance with JustGrants, you can contact JustGrants support, the support desk at justgrants.support@usdoj.gov, or you can call the number listed here. Alrighty, let's keep going here. Now, if you've ever forgotten your password, you'll simply open Diamond at the website here, and then select the Need Help Signing In option. You'll then select the Forgot Password link. Or if you've been locked out, you'll select the Unlock Account link. You'll enter your email address in the email or username box, then select whether to reset your password via SMS or email, and the Diamond system will send you communication based on what you select. You'll follow the instructions in the communication and you'll be back on track before you know it. And you can find additional detailed instructions on the JustGrants website on how to unlock your account or how to reset your password. Let's now take a quick tour of JustGrants and some of the basics of navigating the system. Now, when you log into JustGrants, the first screen that you'll see is the home screen. In that upper right corner of the home page is going to be the name of your entity administrator. Your entity administrator is important to know because they manage user access, they assign roles, they assign and reassign users to awards and applications, and they confirm the authorized representative. So the tasks that are assigned to you will appear in your work list. This list of tasks are the ones that must be completed by you. Also keep in mind that these tasks that are assigned are based upon the roles, awards, or applications that you're assigned to. Now you can navigate the various parts of your entity JustGrants profile by using the menu on the left side of your screen. Your entity profile displays your entity's identifying information, such as unique identifiers and SAM registration status. Entity users allows you to see the JustGrants users associated with your entity as well as their roles. Entity documents allows you to see the documents that your entity administrator has added to your entity profile. And these are going to be things like your indirect cost rate agreements. Applications will display all pending and submitted applications. Awards will display all of your entity's DOJ awards. And monitoring will provide information related to any of your entity's DOJ monitoring activities. Now, what happens if the authorized representative changes between the time of application submission and award receipt? That means that your award administrator is going to need to update the authorized representative in JustGrants. Your entity administrator will need to either invite a new authorized representative to join the JustGrants system, as the signing authority for the organization, or let's go back there. Or they'll add the role of the authorized representative to an existing user's profile. Now, if they have the authority to serve in that role. Now, remember, if this is a new user that's being invited, once that new user is invited, they have to create an account, authenticate their account, and then they'll appear in JustGrants. Sorry about that. Your entity administrator will be able to assign that user to the AR role for them to accept the award after they've done all of that. Now, what if once that's done, your authorized representative still doesn't see an application in their work list? You want to check with your entity administrator to make sure that they've assigned all users to the award. And users need to be assigned a role, but also assigned to the awards that they're going to be working with. And your entity administrator must assign the application to them by completing the grant award administrator, financial manager, and authorized representative assignment. Now, how can I tell if a budget has been approved? In the financial information section of the award package, there's going to be a notice that indicates that the budget is under review or if the budget review has been completed. If the budget review is completed, you'll see a summary of the budget categories and the budget details. Now, if your budget is under review, you'll navigate to the award details tab and scroll to the project budget summary. And that's where you'll see either a green banner that indicates a final budget clearance scan was issued, or an orange banner indicating that your budget is still under review, meaning that a conditional budget clearance is there. Now we accepted our award. Can we start spending the funds? Well, this is going to depend on whether there are remaining conditions that need to be resolved. So if you have questions, you should contact your DOJ grant manager that is listed in that funded award screen. All righty, thank you, Ellen, for that. All righty, so before we close, we want to provide you with additional resources that we've created to guide you through the award acceptance process. Now, the JustGrants website has much more information about JustGrants, including how to print an award package, additional award acceptance training and reference materials, the ASAP enrollment checklist that I mentioned earlier, a JustGrants user roles guide, and even resource links for sam.gov. Now, excuse me, for the status of your grant application, check the websites from the DOJ managing offices, OJP, OVW, and COPS. Now, if you haven't received a notification about your award, these websites will list all of DOJ's grant awards by fiscal year. Now, once you open the training link, you will see a list of training topics displayed. You'll select the topic to explore to open a page with training resources dedicated to that topic. And typically, you'll find a job aid reference guide and quick reference guides. Now, the job aid reference guides provide step-by-step instructions with screenshots to help you walk through a task. Now, you can print these or view them on the screen. It depends on how you like to work. They're great resources when you're in the middle of a task, so you can always check those out. Now, your quick reference guides are going to be shorter 3 to 4 page guides that walk you step by step through specific tasks as well. And again, you can print them out or view them on screen, whichever one works better for you. Now, JustGrants technical support should be sent to the JustGrants technical support email. To contact COPS and OJP technical support desk, you can send them an email at justgrants.support@usdoj.gov. You can also call 833-872-5175 Monday through Saturday between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday and federal holidays. Now, if you are an applicant or an award recipient for an OVW award and need assistance, you can contact OVW support desk at ovw.justgrantsupport@usdoj.gov, or you can call 866-655-4482. Now, their hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please use the JustGrants support email or phone line for any support that you need while working in JustGrants. Now, we have covered a lot of information, and before we wrap up, I do want to stop to see if we have any outstanding questions.
Hi there, Erica. Yeah, we sure have, but we currently do not have any questions in the Q&A or the chat, so we can wrap things up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All righty. So thank you guys for joining us for this session today. We really hope that you found this information useful. After exiting, please take a few minutes to complete the survey that opens up in a new browser window, as it'll help us to improve the quality of our training materials. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you guys next time.